to ask you quickly, congratulations on the win and Eastern Conference Player of the Week. That's awesome. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I just wanted to ask about that first quarter. You guys had a really good first quarter. Was the 2 days of no games? Was it just hitting shots? Was the energy different? How did it feel out there for you guys?
I felt good. Obviously, I think, when you're rolling early, feels good. I think we were just like focused on the game plan and kind of like executing whatever, Coach was talking about early on, kind of knowing what to do and stuff. Worked out for us that the first quarter, and then our first half. So I think, we got to start more games like that, just being on point from the start.
You look at these last 8 games, 7-1 against tough East teams. You guys think that your bar is now set, that like this is the expectation to be able to compete all the time?
I think we always thought, we could compete all the time. Just seeing our personnel and the guys that we have, I think it was just always about, again, having everyone together, and then also understanding that, coming into these games, like, following the game plan and sticking to it and knowing what we do and having, the length and the guys that we have on the team, understanding that we can compete against anybody in the league. So I think that's kind of like what we always done. And sometimes it works, sometimes you're going to win games, sometimes you're not. But I think as long as we come in with that intensity, like, we'll be all right.
That's good. You were named Conference Player of the Week. And what is it right now that it's just flowing for you?
No, I mean, I think for me, like, it's been a rough, couple of years, but I just feel healthy. Like, I just feel healthy. My body, definitely my shoulder feeling better. My body feeling good, and just, physically and mentally just be in a good place. And just continue to do the things that I know that I can do every single night, and just focusing on those and just living with the results at the end of the day, like, just playing out there, having fun, and enjoying the game.
Okay, Justine, over to you.
Sounds good. Thanks, JQ. We'll start with Michael Grange.
Hey, Pascal, great game. We've been talking about this a little bit. You've been playing more and more point guard, really. And what kind of advantage do you think it creates for you and for the team when you're initiating offense alongside Fred? And what do you like about doing it?
I think for me, like, just being on the ball, like, most of the time, it just helps me also for my rhythm, to be honest. Just not feeling like, you're just out there. Just being involved in the offense, making I think for me, like, just I get some type of joy just from, like, understanding the plays and talking to Fred and seeing what he sees out there and understanding the game in a different way, than just like me trying to score every time. And I think that, that part of the game is fun, and I've been enjoying that. And I think it comes with a little bit of turnovers, but it is what it is, like you with it and trying to get better at it. And I think the more those situations, the better for our team.
Are you starting to find it like offensively, you're getting in situations you can attack and take some guys into the paint and punish them down there too? Like it frees that up a little bit too.
Yeah, no, for sure. And I think that coming in there, being able to pass the ball also and distribute, like, it kind of opens up things for you also. So I think that having shooters around and guys that you can't really help off of, and me being willing to, like, make that pass, I think it opens up my game also. Just sometimes them being not really wanting to help and gives me an opportunity to get to the rim, and I feel like I can always do that.
Great, appreciate it. Have a good night. Nice play.
Thank you.
And next we have Lewis from Raptors Republic.
Hey, Pascal. I wanted to ask about that spin move you had in the second quarter on Bridges. When you first came into the league, it seemed like that was your signature. And then it kind of got scouted a little bit the last few years. This season, it's been, at least from my perspective, it's been a lot more available to you to get to the rim. Does it feel that way for you? Like it's opened up for you again?
I mean, I think for me, like, it's just a flow, it's a feel. Like, whatever I feel like out there in the flow of the game, like, that's what I'm going to do. And I think, obviously, like, having the attention, sometimes when you have your back to the defense, with the spin, like, there's a lot of help that you can't really see. So I think that just kind of like knowing those situations and trying to navigate towards that and knowing when to, help. And there's some teams that help a lot, there's some teams that don't. And I think it's just a feel, just understanding it. Like, there's games that I know that the spin move is going to be there, and there's some games that I know that it's not.
So are you paying attention then to that primary defender, like where their weight is, or are you, that the second line to see where they're going to be when you spin?
Yeah, I think it's just always the second line because I feel like I can always have the advantage on my man and I can always get by him. So I think that just that second person or like where the help is coming from, I think that's kind of like what I have to be worried about.
Thank you so much.
And next we have Adam from the Daily Hive.
Hey Pascal, I'm just wondering, earlier in this season, you talked about, things you're learning as a leader on this team and, some things you kind of realized throughout training camp that you had to be doing. Sort of what are the things throughout the season, I guess, now that you've had guys for, a bit over half the season, what are some of the day-to-day things you've learned as a leader, about yourself and just about your role as a leader?
Yeah, I think that again, you just kind of like because like I don't know, I feel like I'm always like this type of like I'm always in my shell and like I'm always like I'm never the type of person to really talk and you don't really know the impact that you have on your teammates, and I think that just sometimes being out there like playing hard, diving on the floor and when I'm out there and playing with everything that I got, it kind of like trickles down to all my teammates and they follow that and sometimes I just always feel like maybe they're not watching it but they are, and I think that's kind of like something that I've seen throughout the year. Just every time that I have that energy and that pop, like usually like help our team and the guys kind of follow that. So just little things like that and just continue to encouraging my teammates. Like I think we're in a basketball where it's just always about like it's make or miss league, right? Like it's like we're playing well and it's the best thing ever. And you play bad and it's the worst thing ever. And when you miss a shot, that's the worst thing ever. When you make a shot, everyone is happy. So I think that just finding that balance and making sure that my teammates know that, no matter what, like I'm gonna be there for them and I'm always gonna, make that play if need be because I trust them.